and welcome to our composing stream this Friday with eluukkanen. As I tell you, I am quite interested to see where this composing stream goes, because we are going to make an original piece, as we do every Friday, and this original piece is going to be made like this. There's nothing before it, there's only going to be the process, and voila, you're going to see a new work to be created. The people who are coming now, I'll tell you, I'm eluukkanen, I'm a composer from Finland, and every Friday we do composing live stream, and I'm going to show you how a composition is ultimately made, and you can join the process. If you like the work, please share this around, and of course if you want to see more of my work, I recommend of liking the whole thing and very much doing that following, subscribing sort of fashion. I would very much appreciate it. And I think you would as well, because there's a lot of music I've done, there are a lot of great streams we do. Would be lovely to see you in those once we get again another stream tomorrow. Yes, every day eluukkanen streams. But now, let's get started. I will be putting some information here and of course telling you about the background, what we're going to be doing today, what is this whole thing, why are we doing this for? That's basically the whole gist of it. So, today's first day of May, 1st of May. I have to be just checking that out, because of course my brain's still in Finnish mode, and Finland and Finnish is very much where I come from, so very much have to of course check that. But yeah, 1st of May, soon we are having summer here in Finland. 1st of May is a big celebration, but of course we're going to be celebrating quite something else, of course, creation of a new music piece. This is probably going to go to a commission of mine when I get this ready, but of course that's going to take some time until we get to that point. But of course, lovely to see you here while we're doing this. That's the whole process idea, and please say hello if you are here and if you see what we're doing. Chatting with, of course, people is a lovely bonus, but we're of course going to focus on the song nonetheless. Let me add a few information over here on the piece of music we're going to be doing. And of course, strategy is the theme of this week. And why strategy? Well, some of you might have noticed I do streams on game development every Wednesday, and I'm basically doing a music piece for that. So that's my whole thing. Live composing music, and here we go. Also, let me just put some information here. One thing also I noticed, it's quite a hot here. I'm going to do one thing. I think I'm going to be opening the window, because goddamn it's hot here. It's very hot here. I wouldn't recommend to anyone to really experience such hot weather. And that's done now. Of course you have to, when you do streams, have to set up for everything, even hot weather. Yes. Yesterday was a nice day, a big celebration. I went with a big hike around the forest. I very much love countryside life, I tell you. Countryside is real, unlike cities. Cities are packed. Cities are artificial. That's how it is. The information here, and then we are going to be starting. I think that's enough. For that, let me still put some, like, what the date is. Yeah, it's quite interesting to get to the May of things. May. Some people say May Day as this sort of a warning call sort of fashion. And I suppose that's that you can say May Day, but this is not a May Day. This is a very happy day to be doing stuff. Now, let me save the information. And that's about that. We have 2 people watching in Facebook side of things. Hello there, people from Facebook. And from Twitch as well. Let me actually see, can I see your comments from, if we are seeing you from this place of... Yeah, I can actually see you if you want to comment, but of course that is not mandatory. But we still are going to be beginning our process very soon on this piece that is live composing streaming. We are going to be creating a piece lifetime and you're going to be seeing it happen, of course. With comments you can even affect it. I'm very much open for that. But now, let me take the background music off. Oh, and I think I'm just going to begin. I'm going to be doing this very swiftly instead of just too much hassle. Things are going to just begin and I start doing stuff. So strategy music, here we go. Last week we made actually, someone suggested us a topic, but this time I'm actually going to be just going through what I personally want to do. Of course, you sometimes have to do that. Sometimes you have to do that. Now, drums would be something we would like to add, because of course drums, you're able to, have the beat on the piece you want to do. That is a very positive thing, so that's what we're doing. Putting drums over here. And beginning our little process. We're going to be doing 1 hour of stream if things go well. That's the plan. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a very simple piece. I think just 30 seconds, but still a piece nonetheless that I think we're going to be enjoying ourselves over here. Because of course, when we have 1st of May, we have to celebrate that and not just all the time be on the online space of things. Of course. I think we're going to be starting from this one.
Zebek.
Hey! Zebek! Ho hi! I know both of those I can understand. Ho hi, he ho. How are you doing? Welcome to Composing Streaming. It's Friday, 1st of May. Have you celebrated
16.
enough? Hey!
Hi.
We even get 16 over here, which is quite lovely. Good to see you, folks. How are you doing? 16, how are you doing? Have you been celebrating 1st of May in your country? In Finland, it's celebrated and people go and eat a monkey, sort of this sort of bakery thing, and then people drink a lot of drinking, I tell you. That's all what we do here. Of course, not in the channel though. Not in the channel though.
Hello.
Wispy, we haven't got Wispy in here. That's cool. Good to see you. Welcome to the Composing Streaming. We are just beginning, and you are, just in time to see it happen. If we, of course, we take suggestions from viewers to what we shall do, but the strategy base is very much going to be what we're going to be doing today. And if you remember the stream from Wednesday, which is a game development stream, this is going to basically go to that very game. I think Zabek and 16 and perhaps Wispy even, they remember that time we did that game development, and this is going to very much go to that once we get things started. That is the idea, and you are currently seeing a process in front of you. How is your day going? And what are your feels on 1st of May? Positive for me. Usually May Day is this sort of like a emergency call thing in real world, but for me, May Day is a positive one. Usually it is, yeah. I think we could go with that. I think I'm going to take this one out and put it like this, and then we put and like this. So yeah, we're currently making a strategy piece. It's going to be in the background, the chest thing. At least that's the plan. I'm not really sure how it's going to become. It's just me kind of randomly putting stuff together. That's at least the beginning. Of course, then we're going to be planning actually what we're going to do. But the idea is a very strategic sort of feeling. This sort of like a thinking feeling. Actually, I'm going to remove that away. I think I like that sort of gap on there. I did like that gap. But hey, that's the drums for you. Drums are quite a lovely instrument to put into songs. They give this sort of pacing for what you do. Kinda. Pacing and a lovely feel. Drums is not my super big talent, but still I can do somewhat them. I can create some lovely melodies and tunes, hopefully something that will work with the song. Now we're going to be actually adding there some horns. After the drum entry, we're going to be having some horns there. I think trumpet is something we could test out. Let's add there some length and such. It's quite interesting to see what is happening around the world at this point in time. I'm actually being a bit worried, especially looking at the States and what's happening in there. Gladly in Finland things are supposedly alright, but yeah, I'm a bit worried, to be honest. Things are not as they should be, and people, yeah, people know it. People understand that.
Wispy Whiskers. Remember when you were streaming and you said chess Yu-Gi-Oh and we were like, no way. That was great. Someday we will look back at this and laugh, and laugh, and laugh. Ooh boy.
Chess Yu-Gi-Oh? Remember when you were streaming and you said chess Yu-Gi-Oh? And we were like, no way. And someday you look back and laugh. I suppose, but things never go all, like, things can always change, and I feel like that in the life sort of fashion. Like, if we would all know everything that is happening right now, and we would know everything, and how it's going to go, like, exactly, I think it would be kind of a boring life, don't you think? And then I'm going to be putting another note here. Kind of like that. Then we have some kind of melody movement over there. But possibly we will laugh on what's happening here. We'll see some time when we go forward. Of course, I'm not going to stop only if I really like end up kicking the boots, I suppose. But thing is, I'm not going to do that. I'm very much going to go forward as we speak and do stuff over here. And hopefully I'm going to see you also 16 Wispies and others in here in future. That's the plan. That's the plan. Fridays, of course, are very relaxing time. That's what we should really take a kind of a stream, kind of feel to it as well. Relaxed, happy, positively, especially 1st of May, yeah. And then and then it's going to be long note, and it's kind of a mixed up here. But anyways, I will not care. Thing is, yesterday I went to this big hike in the forest, and I tell you, it's very good to go and sometimes do some big hiking and just enjoy the life in general in that sort of fashion. Hopefully you have had that as well. Like, of course, in some places of the world you cannot just go out and kind of travel around. That's not what you can do, but still, I very much recommend that because it's, of course, you know, there's healthiness, but I personally like this sort of adventure feel. I can go just in the forest and go these 6-kilometer hikes and this sort of thing, you know, kind of a lovely thing, I tell you. Kind of a lovely thing. And that's what you need to do. That's what you need to have. And that's what we have to do. Now, let's add here English horn. I'm going to be very much going with horn feel. I don't know what are your thoughts on the song, but it's kind of, you know, as we go, suppose. That's the theme of today. We have only been doing 14 minutes, and so far so good. So far so good. People know that, you know, usually it takes quite a lot. So it's like, and And then we put it here like... Let's see how does this sound. Might be bad, who knows. Kind of too, sort of like a... I think we need a more interesting sort of chord. No, I know. I think I'm going to be leaving that like that. But I'm going to be putting this here. There we go. Let's make this longer. And let's make this long as well. Because I want some lovely harmonies in here, I tell you. That's what we need. And then I think I'm going to be making this sort of shorter. And this sort of that sort of way. Yeah, it's... I personally think some people are like that they just work all the time, and I've had a kind of a problem of that recently, especially with the streaming and such, doing every day sort of stream. But at the same time, I've really tried to balance it with having this sort of free time and enjoying life in general, and I think that's what people need. Like, we are not made of machines. And I think that's a good thing, because if we would, man, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good at all. We try to find bass guitar. Yeah, very much is going to be, I suppose, you know, classic eluukkanen song. I don't really know. I'm not really sure where this is going to go, but the plan is certain. We have an idea. At least, you know, I got something in there, but who knows? Who knows? Sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't, and I'm not going to force it. But, you know, so far so good. And let's go with... So we have the horn. And let's then put... It should be like very much open, like in here. And then we should have also other instruments here as well, not just the bass guitar. Yeah, definitely not just that, because of course we are going to be needing... We could actually add harpsichord in it. I'm personally very fond of harpsichord and how does it sound. We could actually add that over here. Yeah, harpsichord. If you've got any ideas, people who are watching, let me know. I think actually we could have another this sort of tab, and I think we would have had this sort of fashion. So yes, the RPG Maker thing we were making last Wednesday is going to be going for that, at least for the beginning. At least for the beginning, because the thing is, we are going to be needing some music for that. Today I'm going to be presenting it, hopefully, to the person that actually pays it. So, you know, hopefully he's going to enjoy that. And, of course, we need some music for it. At least, somewhat. He's going to, of course, understand that this is going to be just kind of the intro thingy. But still, original music, of course, I'm going to be putting something like that in there. Of course. Very much so. Okay, that was not good. That was not good. I think we should have like a boom, 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 and let's make this like in here. This note I was not very happy about. Let's listen it again. I like this one. I don't know. We're going to be testing this out. I'm going to be, of course, adding strings there and other instruments. I think that's kind of an okay thingy. Then we could have this one actually in here at the same time. But let's add some unnatural notes, but kind of giving the feeling there as well. I suppose this does give feeling. But hey, how are you doing? This is Friday, 1st of May, and usually that is a celebration in some places, especially Wispy Whiskers. In Finland, that is a big thing. Of course, we know it. I know it. But I don't know about other countries though. The current situation, people are kind of in fear and such. I personally, like, some people are very much in fear of the current situation still. I wouldn't say, everything is going to be hopefully fine, especially if we come together. And I think the problem is going to be that if we are in this fearful feel of very long time, I think it's going to affect us very long term. So I have to personally I think we should be... I think, especially in Finland, things have been going positively recently. So I'm very optimistic. I don't know about you, though. I'm just going to be checking is the stream okay. I think the stream is alright. Okay, but now, the thing is, let's listen to the piece and see where it goes, how it takes forward. I think I'm going to actually keep this. It didn't sound good. I think I'm going to be just like... And then... sort of fashion, I think. Yeah, I think that could work. That could work. And then let's add a very big sort of... and then the whole thing starts. Let's start with a movement of the bass. Boo. Boo boo da bang, boo boo da bang bang. Sort of fashion. Do do da bang bang, do do da ding, do do da do. Sort of fashion. I think that would be an interesting change. There's this horn in the beginning, but now then there's going to be something else, and then we're going to be taking the harpsichord with that. And let's change this as well. Tune, tune, tune. Two tin, sort of fashion. And then let's change these into... Here we go. So a few changes over here, few things that's going to happening with the song, and I tell you, I like what we go doing here. Personally, if you have any opinions, if you don't like it, let me know. I'm very much open for criticism always, and I'm actually willing to change even from the criticism, depending what sort of it is. I have to think about the drums, but let's see. Let me hear the drums still. I think I'm going to be taking these later on, but I think I'm going to be using the simple drums at least in the beginning, and then I'm going to be sort of fashion do there. And then the melody of the harpsichord is going to be and then sort of fashion. Well, that's still kind of just coming from my head. I don't really know where it's going to go. We shall see. Might be for the good things, I don't know. Do da 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 do. Might be like that, who knows, who knows. So let's still put here this one in the first one, and then do, and then we put here do do do. And we're going to be adding some volume for that. But then of course the horns is going to be next part of the whole discussion over here. No, not like that. Let's put some 5. And then let's put like this here in. So I have no idea where we're actually going, and I think it's a good thing. Sometimes it's good to kind of improvise where this whole thing goes, and I suppose it leads to a good place. Sometimes you never know, and sometimes you do know, and then you are very sad. But at this point, I kind of like where it goes. Kind of very eluukkanen kind of. I suppose it kind of works. It kind of works. Oh yeah. Might be bad. We shall see. We shall see. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I actually like that very much. So do dee 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 dee, and then there's going to be. So do 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 do, and of course we put that one above what, like this, 2 notes, and then we put 5, and I think it's yeah. Yeah, here we go. I think I like where this is going. I personally like this sort of lines where there's this sort of like a kind of fresh feeling of it, kind of mix of many styles put together. I kind of like it, and kind of surprising as well. I like surprises when it comes to music. And then we have to, of course, repeat this one. And the next stuff we're going to be adding there is, let's see, what's the another instrument? We could actually go with, the cello. Cello is a good one. Let's go with the cello, and then we have it here. And it could actually first go with how the bass is doing. Let's put it a little up though, 1 octave. Like that. And let's see how it goes. Let's make this a little longer. Here we go. So we have 1 minute of music over here. Very simple music, but I think it works with what we are trying to achieve over here. Not sure about that though. Not sure about that though. Let's add it a little bit like so. It's going to be like very long notes instead of other ones. Like. And this is going to be another long note. Here we go. Let's add some volume to the cello so it we can hear it much better. And then we're going to be actually making, and then the whole thing really begins. That's the thing. We have been building the composition up to be something interesting, something that is hopefully when the listener feels it and sees it, it's like, oh yeah, that's something I actually would be interested to hear. Yeah, hopefully it's something like that. Now, and then we're actually going to go with the horns of the beginning, but of course it's going to be changed horns. we're going to be putting these ones like this. Here we go. But we're going to be, of course, adding the other instruments that have been already part of the composition. We're going to be include them in. That's the plan. That's the end plan. And then actually I'm going to be making just like that. Hopefully they kind of work with the chess sort of atmosphere. Who knows? It might not. And then and then it repeats. And of course we're going to be having how it actually goes. So it actually has the here we go, something like that. Of course I'm going to be changing these. These are not like usually when you have you cannot have these and these together, never. So let me, or you can, but it looks much nicer when you use just one of these. So it basically, these are the same notes as before, but just differently marked. I'm actually going to change it like or something like that. I don't know. That is the at least the beginning idea of it. The problem is that this had some wrong notes, the harpsichord part, so it's like boo. So it says do. So we have this one which you have to change, and this one as well. So yeah, I think this now works. So now we got the changes in, and let's just paste them in. Good. And we're gonna be putting this one in the cello version, but of course put it one octave down. Here we go. I don't really like this movement. It doesn't sound nice. It's like much better, I think. Let's listen from the very beginning and see how our composition fares. Simple composition, but still. Hello there, what are you doing? Thanks for being here, watching eluukkanen process here. Hopefully you're enjoying your day. And then the final part is going to be... That's the thing, this composition is going to be very short, it's going to repeat, have a lot of loop. And I think it's actually pretty lovely, you know, considering the circumstances. I think it's kind of nice. Hopefully it's somewhat interesting. Imagine it being the background of strategy, action, chess action. And then it's kind of like sort of like that. We shall see how does it look, and then we of course going to do the repeat sort of stuff. Here we go. And then we have a composition of 3 minutes. Yeah. As you can see, it's if you use drums, if you just use a low tempo, you can actually get a lovely composition like that pretty quickly. One like this one. We have made this for 43 minutes, so that's actually pretty good. 3 minutes in 43 minutes. Yeah, I suppose. Very simple, and I think many of you even, you know, when you have this idea of making song, many people who are watching eluukkanen make their own music. I've heard something like that. Making song like just using this sort of technique, like making the tempo slow and doing this sort of repeating some parts but altering them and such. You know, it works. If especially I have a quick deadline, I have to make this ready for today, so very much useful. think we could actually make the ending drums a little bit different. Like that. I think that would be lovely. And then it repeats. Oh, just lost my audio thingy. So that's that. You notice one of the things in this song is that it's kind of like this. It's the same tempo as the second, like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 60 frames, 60 tempo is 60. So yes, very much. It kind of makes this sort of atmospheric of strategy, I think, in it. So Shak's music 1. We're going to be saving it like that. And yes, as Whisper Whisker said, chess, Yu-Gi-Oh, and no way, I tell you, this is going to be the thing. I hope it's going to be something that people are interested about, especially when the whole game is going to be made bigger. It's still in its sort of alpha, very early alpha thing, but once it gets on from the ground, I think it's going to be something else, I tell you. Something else completely. But that's that for today. 48 minutes, which is actually very surprising. I thought we would make this in 1 hour, but we were actually able to make this earlier. So I'm actually going to be ending over here, and you can see that, hey, we're able to do that in this time period. So that's that. And of course, I'm going to be going and eating some good food, as 1st of May is made for that. And I wish you a good day, rest of the people around the world who are, well, I know some people are from America who are watching, and from Finland and that sort of fashion. But I tell you, I appreciate you coming. I appreciate up the song we created. And wherever you are, whoever you are, I wish you a good day. Another stream tomorrow, kind of a more relaxing fashion. Hopefully some gaming. We shall see where it leads. But hey, thanks, and I see you on